Hey you guys, so I was at Hobby Lobby the other day and I was looking at the Tim Holtz frames, and I was gonna buy them, and then I thought, why? I don't need them because I can make my own, and it shouldn't be that hard, right? Well, it's not, and I gotta tell you, it's kind of fun. I don't have one to show you, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to do this with you. But I was just like die cutting and all that stuff. But I got these dies from, oh, you guys, I think I got them from Temu a while back. I don't know when, but I got a bunch of different shapes. I got hearts. I got these. And anyway, so I was like, and I knew I had those. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to make my own. So I thought I'd just take you along and bring you guys with me as I create and make some of these. So I'm going to use my snippets, and I'm going to collage a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to bring my favorite little tool here. And then I use this matte medium to collage. And we are going to, I don't know, like, I wasn't sure I was going to collage, you guys, to be honest, but I'll put a few things on here. Or here's one, like this. That'll be fun. But after that, you guys, we are going to go ahead and we are going to sew them, okay? So I'm going to sew them, and I'm going to show you. And the reason why I'm doing this is because, look at, I have been a crafter for many years. Maybe some of you guys have. But I started crafting because of a budget, okay? And you know, I hadn't thought about that for a while. And then Susan Taylor Brown had me thinking one day, you know, and that was the question: how did you get into crafting? And, you know, I hadn't thought about it, but I got into crafting because my budget was, you know, very, very tight when my kids were little. I was a very young mother. We were very young, you know, young when we got married. And so I had to, you know, I'm getting all the thin pieces, you guys, so. And I usually get this little thing. That was a candy thing, and I usually just kind of dump everything when I'm working here, but so I could see everything in this. Anyways, so I remember one year when my son, he was little, he was like 3, and he was into Ninja Turtles. You remember the Ninja Turtles? And some of you guys, well, anyways, so my son was into Ninja Turtles, and he wanted to be a Ninja Turtle. Well, we couldn't afford those kinds of things. I mean, that was just not in the budget. And so I used to babysit for, you know, for extra money, you know, and I decided to go back in the day. Remember they were like, it was like a pawn shop, I think, is where I got it. And my ex, the kid's dad, he said, well, I'll buy you one. We'll just have to make a sewing machine. Because I'll buy you one. We'll just have to make payments. And I go, okay. So I got this used sewing machine. That doesn't go in there. That goes in the other one. And I went ahead and my ex-husband, this is a true story, but my ex-husband, he actually learned very young. My phone is going crazy right now. I have, just on a side note, you guys, I have a group of cousins in California that I grew up with. And we have days like that where we just text back and forth. Everybody's just like kind of just talking amongst, you know, just goofiness, you guys. Anyways, so, but he learned how to do car upholstery with his uncle. And because of that, he knew how to do patterns and things like that. So he showed me basic things. He knew how to run a huge, like the industrial machines for upholstery. He showed, so it's basic, right? Just in a bigger level than a smaller machine. He showed me how to do that. And that, we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have anything like that. I mean, books or whatever. I think I might have went to the library, grabbed some books. But we didn't have any of the tools that we have now, right? To show us some of those, how to learn things. And that's how I learned to sew. But I started from, you know, a budget, because I wanted my kids to enjoy all those things that kids, you know, it wasn't their fault. They were born to some, you know, a young couple, and that didn't have no money, and she had no business getting married so young, you know, it wasn't their fault. So I had to learn. So that was, and get this, I did make him that Ninja Turtle, and we took him to the park, and then the city park, and they had, you know, like their little, I don't remember what they, like, event, and he did get recognized. I mean, it was pretty cool. I don't remember where he came in terms of like placement or anything like that, but I know that everybody, and he wore that costume out, you guys. He played with it. But then, as time went on, the kids wanted like fancy cakes. I remember my daughter wanted a Little Mermaid cake, and you know, back in the day, I mean, a $40 cake, that was groceries for the week, you know. And there was no way we could afford stuff like that. So I went and bought me a second-hand Wilton magazine. I learned how to make cakes, you guys, and her Little Mermaid cake was so cute. I have pictures of it. If I can find it and I remember, I'll try to put it up there, but I probably won't, because it's probably stuck in a you know, in a box, and another to-do of mine. But anyways, so I mean, I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm probably not gonna be able to find it, and I want to put these videos up, so but yeah, so I learned to make that cake. It was the Little Mermaid. It was her 5th birthday, and Little Mermaid sitting on a rock and all this stuff. And yeah, and I made that cake. So that's how I started. When I was really young, I didn't know what it was called, but I was definitely collaging. So I would like get a piece of paper, and then I would put all kinds of junk on one piece of paper. I remember one time my mom, I don't remember what, like, she didn't really care like what we did. But anyway, my mom said to get all that trash off the wall, because I collaged my entire wall, literally. I put just random stuff all over the place on my wall. I don't remember what I put, probably wrappers or whatever. So yeah, and I always journaled, or I always wrote, you know, I was always into paper craft, like paper, like office supplies, things like that. All right, so some of these I want to grunge up a little bit, and before we glue them down. So yeah, so that's how I got into crafting, and just I made their own, and that evolved, like cake decorating, and all of that evolved into cake decoration. I mean, like party decorations and invitations, and you know, I remember making their invitations with construction paper, and yeah, that's just what you know you have to do. You know, I made all their costumes. My daughter had a Jasmine, Little Red Riding Hood. Gosh, what is, I made housewife. And then, you know, what was funny is, as time went on, I got pretty good, and neighborhood kids, like, you know, I would meet friends, and they would say, oh, and give me a little money here and there. I didn't ask for it, but they would give it to me. I've always been that person, like, that's okay, I'll do it. I don't know why. But yeah, so that's how that started. So I completely understand, and some of you guys are just getting started, with supplies and see all these fancy things coming out. And if you have a little bit of things, you know, in your possession, you know, paper. You don't have to do all this. You don't have to have the Tim Holtz snippets. I mean, you could just paper and a little, and you can even do faux stitching, you know, and that'll be, you know, cute. And then so what I'm going to do is, because I have these Tim Holtz, but I know a lot of you guys haul like real photos. And you know, let me tell you a tip for some of these Tim Holtz. Go to yard sales, look for old vintage yearbooks, you guys. The pictures are the same. I mean, I've done that too. And I actually love those pictures. So, and then cut them out. Put them all on a old packaging, like a cereal box, and now you have like a bunch of, you know, your own little photo booth, you know, the Tim Holtz photo booth. I mean, and I know Tim Holtz would totally agree with me, because he wants people to be able to, you know, of course he's in for the money, and I'm sure, but you know, we all have to start somewhere, and eventually, you know, at some point, you know, now, you know, life is different for me. I want to make life easier for myself. So, you know, there's certain things that, you know, I don't sew as often. In fact, I use my machine now for crafting, you know. I do some sewing. I haven't in a while, but I like to sew aprons. Get really creative with them. Let me see. Oh, let me show you guys while I'm here, because I just picked, it was just out, but this was really cool. And this is another upcycle thing you can do if you're a sewer. So I had old jeans and stuff, and you can pick these up from like thrift stores, and I just cut them apart, you guys. I cut them apart. You cut the front and the back, so you cut on the side. This is Dollar Tree trim. This is from my mom's old clothes, you guys. I just kind of collage with fabric here, collage with old vintage buttons here. The bottom, this is an old doily that, you know, and I just sewed it. And here now, because I want to do like so these, I want to do crafty fairs, and so this is going to be my apron, you know, put my phone here, put my, you know, whatever, and this isn't that cool? And so, yeah, and you know, everybody always tells me, why don't you sell these? I am, oh, crap. Yeah, so I'm going to make these, because I loved making this. This was fun. You know, it was fun. This is Dollar Tree trim on the side, you guys, where I cut it. It didn't take very long at all. So that's another upcycle thing you could do with even jeans that don't fit you. You cut them apart. It doesn't have to be shorts, you guys. Old jeans, you know, old jeans that don't fit you, and it doesn't have to. I mean, if you have like Levi's, that'd be cool. But just saying. All right, so yeah, so I like to make aprons. Those aren't the ones I'm talking about. I do make like regular apron and give them out as gifts. Like my Betty Crocker series is coming back, and I'm gonna finish it. It is right there on my huge to-do list, but I am going to finish it. And we are going to have a series of that Betty Crocker, because I know a lot of people were interested in it, and I have tons of those Betty Crocker books. Is it Betty? No, hold on. All right, you guys, sorry I had to get that, and I'm back now, but my son took his family to Disneyland, and they were calling me, and I gave my little grandbabies a journal so they can tell me all about their vacation. So it's so fun. So I don't know where I was talking, but what I will say is, like, you know, if you want something in terms of like supplies or anything, maybe you can make them. That's what we're here today for. And remember, you know, life isn't going to be so tough. all the time. There's going to be a time, you know, that the kids grow up and go to Disneyland, and you'll be staying at home just like me, you know, and hoping they're safe. And yeah, so it's not going to be the same all the time, you guys, but it's okay. But they'll be taking them to Disneyland. They'll be taking them to Disneyland. Let me see. And you will be saving all the money. Oops. You'll be saving all the money to be able to buy your crafty supplies, because you won't have to raise your babies. That's my little tip for young mamas, because I was a young mama. Oh, that didn't work out. I thought that was bigger. That's all right. I don't mind. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not even going to put that in there. I'm just going to... So yeah, they're having fun over there. It's raining, but they're getting on the ride. Those of you who are in Southern California, I think it wasn't raining right now, but they went, I think on Monday. They said they got no wait time. No wait time. I just don't want the white to show. That's why I'm doing this. So yeah. So let's just put them all out like this, and then kind of just, we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then once they're dry, then I'll go take them to the sewing machine. And I just can't do that. It's not the best, but that's all right. Okay, so let's see. Let me get something to put this on. I'm like looking at my fingertips here. There's a piece of mic right there. I still haven't even drank my morning coffee. My coffee is cold right now. Let's start here. I'm just going to put random things everywhere, just kind of oh, you know what? I'm going to save that one for I'm going to make specimens too. And I might put that one right there. Might come back and stamp that, but it's my brush is really wet. It was sitting in water. Handle with care. I'll just cut the bottom if it goes over a little bit. This is this little doily thing I have on the back, you guys. It is plastic. It is not fabric. So I use it a lot. In fact, I use it to take pictures, and I use it to dye my tea dye or coffee dyed paper. So I like it. Oh, That didn't stay. Why is that not working? Usually I have no issues. So the die that I used, I think it was from Temu, you guys. It wasn't the best. It left some papers not cut, but that was all right. It wasn't that bad. And I'm going to go over these too, but I want to just kind of get these. What I mean is I'm going to go over on the top with so special delivery. No, I want this one. You don't have to do this. This is pretty paper. I mean, you can just sew. You don't even have to sew it, you know. Just whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, you do. This is your creation. I'm just, because, I don't know. Because we're going to do this like this. And then I still have a cough. Yep, I sure do. That one's good. So yeah, so this plastic, I got a bunch of them. I found them at a thrift store. Oops. I found them at a thrift store, see? And I was lucky because I got some really pretty patterns. So I could do some what do you call it? I think that's good. I could do some tea-dye paper. And get the pattern. I haven't done it yet, so I'll let you know how that works out. We'll see. We shall see. The other thing too, you guys, is I say I'm semi-retired. I don't have to get up and go to work. I work from home now, which is really nice. So it's, because of that, it's like, I don't have drive time. It just makes it a whole different, I'm here. So that's kind of nice. So I feel like I have more time on my day, So as soon as I log off, I get to, this is what I'm doing. I'm putting it at the top of it. So there's kind of a little layer of, and then I'm going to put you guys on pause and bring you guys back once this is done. And then I'll bring you guys back. So I'm going to cut off the edges. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just cut off some of the edges. And then sew around it. And then there you have it. And then I have my own little, I don't remember what Tim Holtz calls them, but I'll put the name of it in the thing when I try not to edit as much, but it's not too bad to just put like to put a text in my videos. Sometimes I say something wrong or, so I have to, I don't even use a fancy program, you guys. I'm using Clipchamp, I think. Comes on my computer. It's free. I don't want to deal with any of that. That's been one of my frustrating things. I'm going to leave these out because I'm probably going to do more. But yeah, so I like that. I'm going to put that there. let's put this little one somewhere. Let's put this little one right here. These are just the Tim Holtz snippets, but again, you don't need them. You can even cut out little pieces of whatever. The other thing you can do is stamp if you have stamps. So just use your stamps, you know, and stamp all over. That's an idea, you know. So I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to leave them the way they are, but you can. All right. So we're going to come back and power of paws and all that stuff. I'm going to cut the edges of that, and I'm going to also sew it. So when I come back, I'll show you what they look like. I will be right back. So I am back, and I have completed sewing and waiting for all those to glue. Let's see, hold on, because I'm gonna, hold on. This is like my favorite. I don't remember where I got this, but this is my favorite brush for my decoupage. Alright, so what I have is a file folder here, and I thought I'd just kind of make something. So I don't know. I don't even know what I'm gonna do here, you guys, but I wanted to give you guys an idea of what you could do with the beautiful little frames that are faux Tim Holtz. Didn't they come out so cute with the little fray here? I did try to do the zigzag. I wasn't digging it, but I did a few of them. But yeah, so this is my take on them. I love them. I'm gonna make a lot more. There's a lot more. So anyway, so I was gonna make a journaling card using this beautiful paper. And this is just, I don't know, maybe I'll use that side. Yeah, I think I will. I can make a journaling card. You could do it on both sides, but I thought we'd make a little journaling card with with these. Okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and just, like I said, this thing's plastic. And I probably need to get something else because I don't want the glue to be on there. I want to try to keep my mat as clean as possible and as nice as possible. I don't know, I kind of like that. Oops. This is probably, oh gosh, I don't even know. I'm not even going to try to guess what paper. I don't have the paper packaging for it, but I love it. I don't know. So, I don't know why. We're going to go ahead and let that dry. Okay? Alright, so that's going to dry. We'll let that dry. And then, get something out here. So I have this little box, and these are actually, these are just some that I have out. But aren't those fun? Oh, that's cute. Oh, this is a cute picture. Look, we're going to use this one. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. See, look at that. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so that's a real picture, and I get these at thrift stores, you guys. And so, what I'm going to do is just That is not good. I need my rust proof ones. I bought some stainless steel so they don't rust, and because these, yeah, I need to, let me see, let's say, okay. Perfect. See, I got it out of a scrapbook. I buy the scrapbooks, and then I got it out of there. So I'm not even gonna tell you what day it is, because I'm gonna try to just make videos and oops, that didn't do good. Oh, I need a wipey. And then just, you know, try to get them to upload and schedule them and all that. So this is a real picture. I don't know who these people are, but isn't that cool? See? See? I want that to flop. Yeah, I want that to kind of just right there. And then you guys are probably saying, it's right over there, when you see me looking for something. The paper that I used was not the best because it's pretty wobbly. That's why I'm going to put it on a journaling card. And I don't have the Tim Holtz things. I just looked at them at the store, but it seems to me that they look like on regular paper. But I really like that. So then I saw this one, and this is a Tim Holtz. And so this one would be cool. Or I like these two girls. Oh yeah. Very cool. Look at that. Alright, let's we could just, let's see. I have my wipies right here because I should have named my channel The Messy Crafter. I think somebody already took that name though, because I am a messy crafter. Very cool. And these are good, you know, for journaling cards. You can, you know, just do all kinds of stuff. I think what I'm going to do, so, oh yeah, so this one is good for this one. And that one. Oh, yeah, see, I got this journaling thing, you guys. These are real. Wow. I should probably make copies of these before I use them. Because look at, they're like, aren't those cool? Really cool. Look at this picture. These are real. I got these out of a scrapbook. This lady's scrapbook. Look at the whole thing. It's out of a yearbook. If you guys want me to go through these, I will. I might make a printable. A digital printable. I could do that. Put them on my Etsy. I might do that. Okay, that's an idea. If you guys are interested, please let me know, because that'd be something I would do. Alright, because look at, isn't that cute? You know, and then you can just print them off yourself and use them. Right? Okay. That was cute. Alright, let's see. What did you try over here? Let's get you done. So we'll put those aside, because that could be, we're just going to do these two. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea, because I know a lot of you guys, if in case you're new to junk journaling, you might think, well, okay, that's fine and dandy, but what do I use it for? Well, I mean, it's fun to like decorate. These are journaling cards that you could put into a journal, maybe on a belly band. Put a little tab, and we can do that. Put a little tab, and then I actually made this one because I'm making some children theme ones, but I'm going to use this card and just make another card, but that's why this was cut out. And so I'm going to use like children's book pages and then decorate it with colorful images. I have some like Can Company images. I have some of my own, you know, vintage images that I've collected. So you could do that. But look, see? This is cute. And then you can, I could probably put like ledger paper on the back of that, and that's probably what I'll do. And that'd be a journaling card. And then put a little tab here, and this will be like something that somebody can, you know. So then you can just put like your little, you could put that, maybe not that one, but, and then maybe, I don't know, a couple, maybe some snippets, you know, like that. There you have it. So that's what I would do. Like, I would do that. And then, where is that thing? Where is that thing? Okay, so like, let's just do that. You can decorate it more, though, you know, like you can, I'm just giving you an idea of, and this post was not a craft with me. I just wanted to show you how you can make your own journaling card, you know, using your own, you know, just out of a file folder or, you know, anything, and then just put this like that, you know, and then a couple little snippets. Maybe a stamp, you know, could do a little collage. You can even, you know, put some lace. Get some lace maybe, you know, if you like that, if you like, you know, if you like lace. So like you could, that would be cute. You know, put some lace like that. Put your little tab there, and there you have for an old vintagey looking, you know, journaling card. And a big one too, because like I could back this with, you know, some ledger paper or something. But yeah, so anyways, I hope that gives you guys some inspiration, and you guys can, you know, see that you can make some of these Tim Holtz things yourself. you know, and if you're on a budget, and you probably have some of these supplies, so, you know, and you can put stamping instead of using these if you have numbers. You definitely could use some stamping. I have like these little, like, you can put, I have these little words you could put, you know, where like these things just click together. And you could just put like little words. Let's do that. Let's put a word right here. Let's see. How about, let's see. What word do you guys want to put? I think joy comes to mind. J-O-Y. J-O-Y. Probably. I know this video is way longer than it should have been. So these are really cool little tool too to have. If you don't have them, that's okay. So see, and then it just, and then you have your little archival ink. I always try to make sure, and I have a little stamp thing that I use, because this way you don't mess up. I don't know, I just always want my stamp pad. Whenever I stamp, it's important, just little pet peeves, you know. So you can use like you could use a mouse pad too if you don't have one. I just get these at what? I don't remember where I got that. Probably at where I get it. Probably at Michael's, maybe. Gosh, I want to make sure it comes straight. There you go. Okay. There you go. See? And you could just do that, you know? Alright, well, anyways, that's it for now. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys consider subscribing. Put that bell thing on. Like I said, I'm up in the ante in this little channel here of mine. My little world of, I gotta get that off. YouTube. With my little corner over here, and, you know, just enjoying myself. And I invite you to come along with me. If you so choose to do so, I would appreciate it very much. All right, leave a comment too. That helps too. That helps this channel grow, and this way, you know, I can, I am approaching, 1,000 subscribers. So if I do that here pretty soon, I definitely will be having a giveaway. And so you want to be a part of that, because it'll be a doozy. It's taken me a while, and I've been collecting things because I know that will approach. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are taking care of you. And more than anything, I hope that you guys are being creative. All right? I'll talk to you guys later.